Okay, so for the eMed events team, Priya, I wanted to record this so you had an understanding of what are the proper uses in regards to QR codes, and when you should be using QR codes versus hyperlinks versus bit codes. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to send this over as a recording to you and your team, right? Specifically for you guys. Please remember that QR codes are really for digital messaging or print collateral. Okay, so if you're looking at this on the screen, you will see, right, that business cards, signage, events, it's like for you guys, honestly, when you're at an event, when you're promoting an event and you want to promote the next event, right, you guys should be using these, right? Your business cards, it's a great way. And once again, you can program the QR code to link to anything. You can link it to an email address. You can link it to a website. You can link it to a phone number, right? So I'm going to share an example of my favorite tool. My favorite tool is a QR creator called QR Monkey, right? So let's say that you guys had an event that you really, really wanted to promote. So specifically, you guys have an event coming up, and it's this precision medicine event, and you guys really wanted to promote this and put it on a QR code, put it on some print collateral, right? So the URL would go here. You would create it, right? And I think what I really love is that you can create a color gradient, right? So it could be multiple colors if you wanted, in your case, because your colors are blue, right? It could be blue. It could be the proper shade of blue, whatever your proper shade of blue is. It could be in a linear gradient. It could be in a radial gradient. I like linear myself. And here's the coolest part is you can upload your image and drop your image right in the middle. And once again, all of this is free, right? So in this case, if I go into my eMed folder and I grab, you've got a great icon logo, right? And I'm going to upload that image, right? Uh-oh. And I want to specifically remove the background behind it. So there is your standard QR code. That's in radial. So once again, if I change it from radial to linear, it's gonna be linear, right? Black to blue. And one more time, I am gonna upload, for some reason, that's not. Usually this works. Um, so it looks like there are problems with your ping, but they're working with your JPEG. So once again, you don't have to have it that high res. 1000 by 1000 pixel right here is absolutely fine, right? But you could put a higher quality, right? You could put all the way to 2000 by 2000. That's a very, very large file. And then you can take that and you can drop it on all of your print collateral, and there you go, right? So this right here specifically is one for your precision medicine event, and you've dropped in your logo. And once again, because you're doing this for clients, if you want to drop in their logo, you can drop in their logo, right? And this can be something you charge for since you guys charge for marketing, right? So you can create it. Once again, it's a free tool. It's very, very simple, right? And it should be going on all print collateral, right? Next, let's talk about hyperlinks, right? So hyperlinks are a wonderful thing. And you'll see right here, if I mouse over, it's going to hyperlink to something. So hyperlinks are great for emails. They're great for newsletters. They're great for anything with a lot of text. But let's say that I wanted to hyperlink something here in regards to the Baltimore Orioles, right? So I go and I grab the Orioles website, right? So if I had something like this and I wanted to hyperlink it accordingly, all I'm doing is I'm going to copy it. So I'm going to copy that and I'm going to hyperlink it to the text, right? So you're going to select whatever text you want to do. You're going to right click. So whether you're in the body of an email or whether you're in a newsletter or whatever, hyperlinking is really easy. And all you're going to do is you're going to put in that URL right there. And so here you see that would take you to his player page, right? And I can obviously test it. I can hold down control, that's your magic button, right? And control would test it for me, right? So in this case, you see that it tested it, it took it to its player page. And then once again, if I do something like this and I hold down control and I test this, I see that it automatically takes me to the website that I've got in there, right? So if you're doing something, right, and in the middle of your newsletter, you want it, right? You're talking about your company, very simple. You're going to right click it once again. If you have to ignore it for dictionary reasons, ignore it. And then you're going to insert that hyperlink right there, right? And then here, I'm just going to tell it to go directly to emedevents.com, right? So it's going to go, it's going to hyperlink that text. So it's how to create links to different sources and always promote your services, your information, okay? And then finally, the thing that we want to talk about are bit codes, right? And you know what are the purpose of bit codes versus hyperlinks? And you know, bit codes are really for social media and for texting, for things that people can't put in. So like in this case, there's a really long URL. No one's going to put that in, but you know what? If I text them this, right? If I convert it and I shorten it up, that's something that I can text them. That's something that I can put on social media. That's something that I can put on your LinkedIn. That's something that I can put on your, you know, your Google or your Facebook, because that's short enough that somebody can actually use it, right? So my favorite tool for that is something called Bitly, right? And Bitly is, you know, one of the original bitcode generators, right? So if you were on, right? So here's Bitly. And I provided you the link right there, right? All right, you will see on all of this, you will see that there's a very long website, very long destination, very long product page for one of our clients, and it converts it to a really short bit code. And with this bit code, once again, you can copy it, you can tweet it. It also generates a QR code, but the QR code is going to be, it's not going to have your logo in it, right? So anyways, I hope this helps. I'm going to send you the slide deck. I wanted you to understand under which circumstances you use bit codes, hyperlinks, and QR codes, right? So you use different things for different situations. Feel free to share this with your team, and I hope this